Welcome to Time Slice, where we cut through time one day at a time. Today is July 29th, and this day races through revolutions, rings, robberies, and real-life legends. From Middle-earth to motorcycles, from Boy Scouts to billion-dollar jewels. Let's slice into this surprising day in history. 1899. Let's begin with a split-screen moment. In Manhattan Beach, New York, the world's first motorcycle race zoomed into action in 1899. That same day, across the Atlantic, leaders signed the First Hague Convention, setting rules for warfare, including the humane treatment of prisoners and bans on poisonous gas. Speed and diplomacy. History never picks just one lane. Have you ever ridden a motorcycle, or have you visited The Hague? Well, tell us in the comments. Just a year later, Italy's king Umberto I was assassinated by anarchist Gaetano Bresci, a man who returned from America to avenge the deaths of protesting workers. This wasn't just a killing, it was a political lightning bolt that rocked Italy's monarchy. On Brownsea Island in England, Robert Baden-Powell launched the first ever Boy Scout camp. Just 20 boys, some tents, and a dream. And yet, it sparked a movement that now spans the globe. From campfires to citizenship, the motto stuck. Be prepared. Were you ever a scout, or know someone who was? Share your memories with us. As war loomed in Europe, something historic happened in the US. The first coast-to-coast phone call connected New York and San Francisco. Voices crossed a continent, and a new chapter in communication began. Just 6 years later, it was mail's turn. Airmail officially took flight, carrying letters across the US from coast to coast. From wires to wings, we were moving fast. This one changed everything. On July 29, 1921, Adolf Hitler became the official leader of the National Socialist German Workers' Party, better known as the Nazi Party. Just over a decade later, the world would be at war. During World War II, Allied forces bombed Hamburg, Germany, in what became known as Operation Gomorrah. By July 29th, over 1 million civilians had fled the city, escaping firestorms and destruction, a city burning, and a population on the move. 3 years after World War II ended, London hosted the 1948 Olympics, nicknamed the Austerity Games. No frills, no fancy stadiums, but tons of spirit. King George VI opened the games with pride, and athletes competed with grit. Sometimes resilience is the real medal. It's Tolkien time! On this day in 1954, The Fellowship of the Ring hit bookshelves in London. It was the first volume of The Lord of the Rings, and it would reshape fantasy storytelling forever. Elves, rings, and hobbits, all born on July 29th. Which Tolkien character do you love the most? Gandalf? Sam? Maybe Gollum? NASA's Pioneer 11 beamed back the first close-up photos of Saturn and its shimmering rings. It was a science fiction dream, suddenly real, one pixel at a time. In New York City, David Berkowitz, later known as the Son of Sam, committed his first murder. His killing spree would terrify the city until his arrest in 1977. Back to the games, this time in Los Angeles. The 1984 Summer Olympics kicked off with global fanfare and Cold War tension. They ended up being one of the most financially successful and culturally iconic games ever. The apartheid regime in South Africa banned the film Cry Freedom, which starred Denzel Washington as activist Steve Biko. The message? Truth is dangerous when power feels threatened. In broad daylight at the Carlton Hotel in Cannes, thieves stole 103 million euros worth of diamonds. It was one of the biggest jewel heists ever, and straight out of a movie. No masks, no hostages, simply gone. Microsoft hit the reset button with Windows 10, aiming to unify PCs, tablets, and phones. Love it or not, it rebooted an entire empire. Born on July 29th, 1883, Benito Mussolini, Italian dictator and World War II Axis leader. 1905, Dag Hammarskjöld, Swedish diplomat and Nobel Peace Prize-winning UN Secretary General. 1959, Sanjay Dutt, iconic Bollywood actor with a life full of drama, both on and off screen. 1982, Alison Mack, Smallville actress, tied to the NXIVM cult scandal. Died on July 29, 1982, Vladimir Zworykin, TV pioneer who helped invent the cathode ray tube. 1983, David Niven, dashing English actor of The Pink Panther and Around the World in 80 Days. 1994, Dorothy Hodgkin, Nobel Prize-winning chemist who revealed the structure of insulin and penicillin. And that's July 29th, a day of speed, smoke, stories, and signals. From hobbits to hackers, from kings to kids in tents. This day shows just how many worlds can collide in a single slice of time. Hit that like button if you learned something new today, and subscribe to keep time traveling with us. Until next time, keep on exploring the timeline right here with us on Time Slice.